Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love Not War series, and we're on the very brink of defeating the Soviets, and as a matter of fact, I've been doing overly aggressive pushes to try and beat them. They are 98% of the way towards capitulation. So all I have to do is just get a few more points, and we've got important cities like Rostov, which are worth 15. This city over here is worth 5. I am pushing to, I don't know where. I guess, oh, here. There's a city over here worth 5. I'm hoping any one of these could possibly give me what I need. I also could push for Kursk, and I'm actually going to do that. So, push towards Kursk here. Hopefully be able to take it without any support. But, of course, I'm extending my supply lines quite a lot here. As a matter of fact, I've paid for it. In my attempt to aggressively expand and take territory. But if we can take one of these, and winter is here too, which I am not happy about. I was trying to get there before winter fell. And at the moment I'm trying to break out. And I think what I'm going to do here is have these units come up here. No, not like that. And try and help out with the breakout, because I don't want these guys cut off from supply at all, obviously. But we're going to take advantage over here. We wiped out some guys over there. Let's go ahead and wipe these guys out. And hopefully I can sneak in and take some things from the Soviets before they can... Okay. I'm going to accept. Don't know where it is. I'm going to have to find it. So it's going to be somebody that doesn't have an army. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, you're already doing things. You're over there. You're over there. Okay, that's good. Making sure... Ooh. What we got here? Lead action, huh? Alright. You know what? I'm going to reassign you to the Search and Destroy and put you here. I don't like it because they have so many fighters over the area, but if they're going to have carriers just sitting there, I'm going to take advantage of it. I guess I can send you guys down here into Hanover where I have my reserve, and you can join the reserve army over here. Okay. Let's get back on to the important stuff here, and that is defeating the Soviets. Now, I don't know if when the Poles take things, the Polish forces, if they take things, if that flips the war score too. I really don't know. But I just managed to take Yaroslav. I'm hoping this is enough. I got some factories. If nothing else. Go ahead and put almost all of that into heavy fighter production. And we're going to need more resources, probably. Aluminum and oil. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Whatever. Alright, and I probably have forces that need to push in other areas. Okay, I'm about to cut these guys off from supply. I think it's time we push here. I'm going to throw everything I have at these guys. Alright, we've got big delay here. Alright. So it's Soviet Union has capitulated. Adolf Hitler has announced that the cowardly Soviet nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of the German forces throughout the country. The Soviet government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. Their main forces have capitulated, and the German Reich is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Comintern continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all Axis. All right, great news. All right. So, first things first, I want Slovenia. Looks like Poland is in this, so that's interesting. And then, I think what I'm going to do is, I believe I've claimed that for myself. I would like to puppet as much of Soviet territory as we can. So I'm going to puppet the Soviets. But I have to make sure I'm not going too high into my score. So far, so good. So we're going to take as much of the east as I can for the Soviets. I think this is that how much score I have left to work with this year? I'm going to assume that's how much I have left. And I'm going to assume that Japan and Poland are going to get involved. That's why I'm taking some of this territory, so Poland can't take it. Okay, I've taken too much. All right. So we have all that territory. And that's all I care for. I want to take Slovenia, and I want to puppet this stuff and take it. The only thing is, I don't know if I'm taking it for myself or giving it to the puppet. That part I'm not really clear on. Because you only puppet a portion of the Soviet Union, and I want to make sure the Soviet Union has more territory. I just don't know if there's another way to do this. I think what I want to do, maybe cut back some of this. Oh, okay. And I want to satellite that area. Okay, I have enough points to take this. Again, I'm not 100% sure if there's a way that I can do this differently, so that they get the things, because I don't know what this does. I'm confused. All right, so if we don't take that, let's say, and I all right, you know what? I'm going to cancel everything. Reset. Puppet. Okay. Satellite. It's over there. And then I want Slovenia. But I don't know. I don't know how to do the turn it to the puppet. Maybe it's something I can do after this negotiation. I'm just generally confused about the whole thing, but we'll try it. Because I don't want the Soviets getting carved up by Poland and other nations. Because Poland has a fair number of points. They're actually the second most, so I definitely don't want that. There we go. And then we'll take that. All right, I'll just go ahead and do this. You have made demands during this turn. Remove demands if you want to leave the conference. Once you click this button, your remaining points will be distributed amongst your faction members, and you will be out of the peace negotiations. Any actions you have already taken will remain in action. Use this button when you are satisfied with your gains and want to leave the rest to the other winners. Okay. No, that is not what I want. At all. So I'm going to want to end my turn, I guess? I'm just concerned that Poland's going to take things that I don't want them to take. But I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to end the turn. You can't make these demands in this turn, as that would lower the score too far below the score of the next participant. Huh? Alright, you know what? Reset. I'm just going to make this simple. I want Slovenia, and I want a puppet. End turn. Yeah, okay, I think that's how it works. Okay, end turn. Alright, so the Poles managed to take a bunch of stuff. Alright, so I want to... Hold on. Puppet. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. And we'll try and take the rest before Poland gets a chance. I'm going to let Turkey, if they're even in this conference, try and take territory down here, but I just don't know if they have the points to do it. Alright. And we'll let them have this stuff, because this doesn't cost much to get. Alright, so I can't take too much, looks like. Huh, what's the limit? Alright, let me end my turn at that point. Okay. But that's too much, huh? Alright, well, I'm not going to take that, and instead I'm going to take that. There we go. End turn. So this is me taking it for the puppet. Because I already have what I want. I just want to... Again, I'm not being warmongering. This is making love, not war. So we're going to end the turn. Okay. So... Looks like the Polish forces took some things, some islands. All right. Well, I'm not a fan of that, obviously, but I don't know what the Italians are doing. A lot of this should be theirs. Matter of fact, maybe I need to make demands for them. And we switch to me. I'm not sure if I'm getting how this works, but we're trying. Huh. So Italy takes these things. And then Bulgaria. Where are you, Bulgaria? Kind of hard to figure this stuff out because their map has changed. There they are. Can you take something? No. Well, I guess I'm going to work for Italy now and get them what I can. Because it doesn't look like they're working on their own. I'm kind of confused. 100, you know, maybe I'm using my points to help the Italians. I really don't know for sure. But this should be going to Italy. Right? Italian demands, yeah. And turn. And then Poland's taking more of Greece, even though they didn't have anything to do with it. I'm kind of confused why they're even in the negotiations with me, because they were not allies with me ever, but whatever. Okay, so Italy again. We're going to continue. Giving them territory. And then let's see if we can get the Soviets anything over here. What points we have left over. See if we can go for this instead. Yeah, okay. Alright. That'll be my turn. So we gave the Soviets some things and we gave the Italians some things. And turn. How'd this end up for me? Huh. It ended up awarding this to me. I didn't want that, but... Italy. No, you can't have that now. It's too late. Okay, Italy, you can have Crete. And... Soviet Union is just going to keep getting stuff for them. Japan is making demands. So it looks like I am using my war score to help others get things. Alright, so spreading out the Soviet Union a little bit more. Let's hit the turn. Okay. Alright, I'm pretty much done with Italy. Now just, I think, going back and forth with Japan here. So, for the Soviets, they're going to get this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Alright. Can't quite get the oil resources just yet. Alright, I'm just trying to get them... Alright, that's the limit. Alright, end turn. Looks like Japan's going to swallow up the East. Except they are awarding some territory to the Soviet Union, it looks like. Okay, so we'll continue down here. I would very much like the oil region for the Soviet Union if we can manage it. Okay, so far so good. Oh, that's worth 0 points? Okay, we can't quite take that. Or that. Alright, looks like we don't have many points to work with at all. Okay, we'll be able to take that much, so let's do that. Okay. Now let's continue advancing here for the Soviets. So give them this and this and this. It looks like it costs less points if I'm giving it to the Soviets. Actually, it looks like that's about as good as I'm going to get. So, and more than that. End turn. Soviet Union. Alright, so some rounds I get more points than others. Alright, still letting me go, so might as well. Okay, that's the end of that. Well, we might as well take things that are worth 0, right? That's worth 1, that's worth 0. This is worth 5, doesn't let me do it. Okay, so we're getting close to the end here. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. And then let's make one last push here for the rest of the territory. Okay. We're going to do that. And then do all the 0 regions. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be able to get away with some of this. But not all of it. So we're going to end turn. And then see if we can do the no, I want these for myself. I don't want these for myself, I mean. Ah. I just cancel that. Okay. Soviet Union. All right. That should be all of it, right? Yeah, okay, good. So a big chunk of the Soviet Union got eaten by the Japanese, and some went to Poland, and then Poland managed to take parts of Greece for whatever reason, but okay. Alright, that's it, end turn. There shouldn't be anything else, unless I'm missing something. So, that is it, done. Alright, well that was a lengthy process, but it's one I've never really gone through, so... Alright, so Italy took 8 states, Germany took 1, even though it looks like it gave me... Oh, no, this went to the Serbian Empire. Okay, well that wasn't anything that I did. Alright, and then Japan took 19 states, Poland took 13, and then a bunch of things were annexed and puppeted and all other kinds of things. We got a bunch of equipment. Alright. Now we're probably going to be short on some things, which we're going to need to trade for. Because Turkey doesn't have any of that oil anymore, so... we're going to need to talk to the Soviet Union for oil, wherever they may be. Aren't they on the list? Oh, here they are. Send. Then we need, what else? Steel. We'll talk to Soviet Union for that as well. Okay. Something happened over here. We had a naval battle. Okay. And we currently have another naval battle going on where we're attacking a carrier. Alright, well, now that we have the Soviet Union on our side, let's take a look here. I just want to see politically what's going on. So, let's see faction here. Faction. So these guys are part of the Polish faction. That's interesting. So Poland was the one that made the push for Serbia. And then we have Axis. Really big. All right, well. We've managed to get part of our goal together. And now it's time to grab all of these forces that are out here. Well, not quite all of them. The ones up in north, for sure. You know what? We'll grab these forces. And we're going to take them, and we're going to be annoyed that you know what? There are 3 different armies, so that's going to be a problem. You know what? The easiest thing to do, I think, is just go along army lines, because purple forces go down south, everyone else goes elsewhere. So you are going to strategically redeploy, and I'm just going to put you somewhere in the middle of Germany. So let's say right here. Everybody ends up there. Then we have this little army there that's going to also strategically redeploy, but we'll put them somewhere else. Let's put them in the city of Frankfurt. And then we've got, you know what, I lie. I'm going to put you down in Italy. And I'm also going to grab these guys and send them strategically to Italy. So we'll put you there. And then we've got another big army, which is over here, which we no longer need to be over here. So we're going to go ahead and delete this. And we're going to... You know, one thing I just realized is I don't know if I... Oh, no, I should have military access through Poland because I've had it. We're going to strategically redeploy you guys. You know what? We're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to set you up a front line. And it is going to be... No, it's not going to be there. We're going to set you up a front line. And it's going to be there. Okay, that works for me. And they should move on their own. And that should be everyone except for the Purple Army, which is the Southern Army. It is going to strategically redeploy down here. And then we're going to deal with this stuff down here with that group. All right, well, good to go there. Now I need to take my air forces and redeploy them. So let's see, we've got more room here. And then there's another force here. I'm going to grab both of these guys. And we're going to send them over to Italy as well. Okay. Now I should have been expanding airports in these regions. So I should be able to get more planes. And those planes are going to come from here. What do we got? Tactical bombers. Okay. Grab all these guys. And we're going to put them here. And then I'm going to grab fighters. Transports I'm going to send over to the Berlin airport until I figure out where else to base them. Then we're going to grab 2 fighter groups. And I don't know 100% where I'm going to put them right now, but I think they'll fit in this airfield there, so we'll put them there. And then we've got stuff over here that we no longer need. Because we no longer need to protect... Well, first off, the tactical bombers are going to come over to this airfield. And then the heavy fighter... I don't know what's covering here, but this guy's covering Eastern Germany, which I'm assuming is arranged to do. There's somebody covering Western Poland that we don't need to cover Western Poland anymore. I just don't know where they are. There, this group. This group can fly over to this airfield there. Alright, so we're going to get some fighter presence here. Where before we had very little. Alright. A lot of things should be taken care of now. We're going to be strategically redeploying a bunch of troops. That color is so close to my Empire's color, it was actually confusing. And then, the other thing I wonder about are the Soviets At war, they are. Okay, good. And you are... What is actually your country's name, even? You are the Russian Empire. Okay. And you have a very different flag now. All right, perfect. Just wish the Romanians would join the war. For whatever reason, they just refused to. They do have volunteers sent out, but... The other thing is, Poland here, they're not at war with anybody. So... They're not at war with the Allies to help me at all. But that's the next step. The next step is to attack the West. And I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. We managed to defeat the Soviet Union, and now they're an ally. And the Japanese have no enemy to focus on other than the Allies. So I'm going to expect some more movement capturing the rest of Indochina and capturing different territories down here that are British. For instance, Singapore, and looks like moving on the British Raj. I don't know if the British Raj is in the war with us. They are. So hopefully they'll make good gains there. And then Turkey can redirect their troops down here, and we can probably end up taking the Suez here, which it looks like we already have, and working our way through Africa. And then it's just working on England and trying to break their air force. And at the moment, the next target will probably be France. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.